welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Thanks so much for clicking. To my returning family, the Visionaries, thank you for your continuous love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please feel at home. If you'd like to join our family, hit that subscribe button. And everyone, please don't forget to like and share. Guys, I'm a little bit disheartened and confused. I was so excited when the President of Ghana spoke at the United Nations General Assembly, where he laid it out for us. He was tired of Africans being taken advantage of by the Western world, and he said that they needed to pay them back. But then I came across another video where he was begging the United States to come to East Africa to help stop the coups and stop terrorism. He's talking out of both sides of his mouth. Who is he actually protecting, his people or the outsiders? Does he not see what's happening in Africa currently with the African countries trying to get France out of their countries? By opening the door to a Western entity to come in and take over, whether it's under the assumption of peacekeeping, really, truly, they're there for their own benefit, not just to help the Africans. One hand, he's saying he wants Africans to be independent and to show the world what they're capable of, and the Western world needs to stay away, and now he's asking them to come help. I'm confused. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
This is a very good occasion, but it's a particularly good occasion because we greatly value Ghana's leadership and your leadership in West Africa, the important efforts on regional security. We're strong partners, including on the UN Security Council, which we greatly value, partners for democracy and security in West Africa. And we greatly appreciate the peacekeeping contributions that Ghana makes, but also just more broadly, your own leadership for peace, for security, for democracy. Many challenges, but we're grateful to actually be facing them together, and really pleased to have you here this week for the summit. So thank you, Mr. President. Appreciate the time.
So, Mr. Secretary, thank you very much. I want to thank the American government for the invitation to participate in this summit. I think it's a summit that's been long overdue. I believe it's the second. The last time was what, over 10 years ago? Yeah, perhaps we should be doing more. But it's good that it has happened. It gives us an opportunity to talk about many common threats and challenges that we have, which you've identified. And particularly for us, to be able to put into relief where we are. Yesterday I had I was part of an extremely useful meeting with the people from the Congress to come and talk about security matters. I believe that, Madam, you were there, you were part of the meeting. And its significance for us, and I think that beyond everything, that is a matter that I want to urge upon you. Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from not accepting the idea of the great powers once again making Africa their theater of operation, we have a particular position that you know about over the Ukraine war, where we have been very, very vocal and upfront about condemning the invasion of Russia by Russia. And therefore, then now to have this group at our borders is a matter of some considerable disquiet and concern for us. We really like to have a privileged opportunity to talk about its implications and what we believe ought to be the case. This is what took place with the discussion in the Congress yesterday, which I found very fruitful. And I would like that the themes of that discussion should be the themes that we should continue to address. To what extent we can have you as a partner in confronting these threats. It is very important that ECOWAS and the West African area remains a democratic space. It's the reason for the actions we took over the coup d'etats in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Guinea. And ECOWAS has been very consistent in refusing to deal with these governments because of the undemocratic nature of their accession to power. The commitment to democratic values and institutions is a high priority for our states. We in Ghana have been through all kinds of arrangements, governance arrangements in the past, one-party state, all kinds of experiments have taken place. And our people are now very clear in their mind. They want to go down the avenue of democratic engagement. And that is why the last 30 years of the Fourth Republic have been the most stable in our country's history. We want to do everything to preserve that. But there are enemies of democracy who are working hard in West Africa today. And therefore, it's important that we bring that matter to your notice and see to what extent we can engage you as a reliable partner in the pushback of those forces.
What are your thoughts? Is he talking out of both sides of his mouth? Just looking out for the African people, or is he looking out for the outsiders? I think it's really, really important that African leaders take a stand one way for Africa, for Africans, and not keep inviting the Western world in to solve people's problems. The reality are there are many powerful leaders in Africa that can come together and find a solution to the problems in Africa. I know it's tempting because the Western world has lots of resources and money in many people's eyes, but the reality is the more resources are in Africa, and they have to believe in their self and their capabilities as leaders. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas in the comments. Drop them below and let's have a conversation. And of course, please don't forget to hit that notification button, like and share. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.